Chosen one, this is who you will soon become, even you won't recognize yourself. There is something very urgent and deeply important resting on your heart right now, something you were not able to explain in words, yet it keeps calling you closer to God with a quiet but powerful pull that you cannot ignore any longer. Stay here with full attention, because what is unfolding within your life is not ordinary, and missing even a moment of this could mean overlooking a blessing that has been prepared for you long before you even understood your own journey. Type Amen if you believe. The truth is gently rising inside your spirit, and it is telling you that change is not just coming, but it has already begun in ways that your eyes are slowly learning to see, and your heart is slowly learning to accept. You have felt moments where everything seemed uncertain, where your path looked unclear, and your strength felt weak. Yet, even in those quiet struggles, God was carefully shaping something new inside you that no one else could fully understand. There were nights when you felt alone, yet heaven was closer than you realized, and Jesus was walking beside you with a love so patient and tender that it never once left your side. Even when you doubted your worth, even when you questioned your direction, God saw the person you were becoming and continued to guide you with a steady and gentle hand. Please subscribe to this channel if you love God. There is a reason your heart has been restless, and there is a reason your spirit has been searching for something deeper than what the world can offer. This is not confusion, but a divine awakening that is preparing you for a transformation so powerful that it will change how you see yourself, how you walk, and how you live each day. If your heart feels this truth softly speaking to you, take a moment and gently show your support by liking this video, because it helps this message reach those who are quietly waiting for the same light and comfort that is now reaching you. God is not rushing you, and He is not disappointed in your pace, because He knows every step you have taken and every burden you have carried with silent courage. He is leading you into a new version of yourself, one that is filled with peace, strength, and a deeper understanding of His love that goes far beyond anything you have experienced before. This new person you are becoming is not built on fear or doubt, but on faith that grows stronger with every quiet prayer and every moment you choose to trust Him, even when you cannot see the full path ahead. There will come a moment when you look back at who you once were, and it will feel like looking at a distant memory that no longer defines you. The pain that once held you down will begin to lose its weight, and the confusion that once clouded your mind will slowly clear, revealing a calm and steady confidence that comes only from walking closely with Jesus. This change will not happen all at once, but it will unfold gently, like the sunrise that slowly fills the sky with light until darkness no longer remains. Type 999 if you trust Jesus. This simple act of faith carries more power than you realize, because every time you choose to trust Him, you are stepping closer to the person God created you to be. You are not becoming someone new by losing yourself, but by discovering the truth of who you were always meant to be in His presence. Every part of your journey, even the difficult moments, has been shaping you for this transformation, and nothing you have gone through has been wasted. Jesus sees your heart clearly, and He understands every silent hope you carry within you. He knows the dreams you have been too afraid to speak, and He knows the fears you have tried to hide from others. Yet His love for you remains unchanged, steady, and full of compassion that never fades. He is not asking you to be perfect, but to stay close to Him, to trust His guidance, and to allow His love to gently reshape your life from the inside out. As you continue forward, you will begin to notice small changes within yourself that feel unfamiliar but comforting at the same time. Your thoughts will become calmer, your heart will feel lighter, and your spirit will begin to rest in a peace that does not depend on circumstances. This is the beginning of the transformation that God has been preparing for you, a quiet but powerful change that will soon become visible not only to you, but to those around you as well. There is nothing to fear in this process, because God is with you in every step, guiding you with wisdom and surrounding you with a love that cannot fail. Even when you feel uncertain, remember that you are not walking alone, and every step you take in faith is bringing you closer to a life filled with purpose, peace, and a deeper connection with Jesus. There was a time when your thoughts felt heavy, and your heart carried questions that seemed to have no answers. Yet even in those moments, something within you refused to give up completely, because God had already placed a quiet strength inside you that could not be broken. That strength is now rising more clearly, and it is helping you see that your journey was never meant to end in confusion or fear, but in peace and understanding that grows stronger with each step you take in faith. You may begin to notice that the things which once disturbed your heart are slowly losing their power over you, and situations that once felt overwhelming are becoming easier to face with calmness and trust. This is not because life has suddenly become simple, but because your spirit is learning to rest in God's presence, where fear cannot stay and doubt cannot grow. The peace you are starting to feel is not temporary, but a sign that something real and lasting is taking root inside you. Most people ignored this strange 7-second exercise when they first heard about it. That changed when stories began surfacing from people who had paid off debt, upgraded their lifestyles, purchased new homes, and experienced unexpected financial improvements. A recently surfaced CIA document points to an unusual brainwave process that is rapidly gaining attention online. Reports claim that 4 separate neuroscience research teams examined the method and found evidence that it may help shift mental patterns connected to wealth, opportunity, and personal success. Those who once struggled financially now say, money seems to appear in ways they never anticipated. As interest grows, information about this method is becoming increasingly difficult to find. Click the link in the description and comments below to learn what everyone is talking about. There is also a quiet courage forming within you, a kind of strength that does not need to prove itself loudly, but stands firm with a gentle confidence that comes from knowing you are not alone. Jesus is walking with you in every moment, and his presence is slowly teaching you how to see life differently, how to respond with patience instead of fear, and how to trust even when the path ahead is not fully clear. This new way of living is becoming a natural part of who you are, shaping your thoughts, your actions, and your heart in ways that feel both new and deeply familiar. Type 1111 to receive miracles. As you continue to walk this path, you will begin to understand that miracles are not always loud or sudden, but often appear quietly in the form of peace, healing, and a renewed sense of purpose that fills your life with meaning. The changes happening inside you are themselves a kind of miracle, one that is slowly transforming every part of your being into something stronger, calmer, and more aligned with God's love. There will be moments when you pause and reflect on how far you have come, and you will realize that the person you once were would not have been able to stand with the same calmness and faith that you now carry within you. This realization will not bring pride, but a deep sense of gratitude, because you will know that this change did not come from your own strength alone, but from the constant presence of God guiding you, even when you did not fully understand what was happening. Your heart is also becoming more open, more willing to give and receive love in a way that feels pure and genuine. The walls that once protected you are slowly coming down, not because you are weak, but because you are becoming stronger in a different way, a way that allows love to flow freely without fear. This is the kind of strength that reflects the heart of Jesus, a strength that is gentle yet powerful, patient yet unshakable. As this transformation deepens, your connection with God will feel more personal and more real than ever before. You will begin to notice His presence in small, quiet moments, in the stillness of your thoughts, and in the peace that settles within your heart without any clear reason. These moments are not sluchai, but signs that you are drawing closer to Him, and that He is gently revealing Himself to you in ways that feel comforting and true. The path ahead may still hold unknowns, but the fear of those unknowns will begin to fade, replaced by a quiet trust that everything is being guided with care and purpose. You are learning to walk, not by what you can see, but by what you feel deep within your spirit, a sense of direction that comes from trusting God's plan even when it is not fully visible. You are becoming someone who carries light within, someone who can stand in the middle of uncertainty and still feel peace, someone who can face challenges without losing hope. This change is not something you need to force, because it is already happening naturally as you continue to stay close to Jesus and open your heart to God's love. There was a time when you tried to hold everything together on your own, when you felt the need to control every outcome and protect yourself from every possible hurt. Yet that weight was never meant for you to carry alone. Now something inside you is learning to release that burden, to place it softly into the hands of God, and to trust that His plan is far greater than anything you could have arranged by your own strength. This release is not weakness, but a sign that your faith is growing stronger and more rooted in something unshakable. As you continue forward, you may begin to notice that your reactions are changing in ways that surprise you, because situations that once caused fear or frustration now bring a calm response that feels guided by a deeper understanding. This is not because life has become easier, but because your heart is becoming steadier, grounded in the quiet assurance that God is with you in every moment. The presence of Jesus Christ is gently shaping how you see others, how you respond to challenges, and how you carry yourself through each day with a grace that grows more natural over time. There is also a new sense of clarity beginning to form within your spirit, a kind of vision that does not depend on what your eyes can see, but on what your heart knows to be true. You are starting to understand that your life has purpose beyond what you once imagined, and that every step you take is part of a larger plan that is unfolding with care and intention. Even the moments that felt like delays or setbacks are now beginning to make sense, as you see how they have prepared you for this season of growth and transformation. Type 2020 if you trust in God. This trust is not something that appears suddenly, but something that grows quietly with every moment you choose to believe, even when you do not have all the answers. Each time you place your trust in God, you are strengthening the foundation of your life, building it on something that cannot be shaken by fear, doubt, or uncertainty. There is a gentle healing also taking place within you, one that reaches into the parts of your heart that once felt broken or forgotten. Old wounds that once held pain are slowly being touched by the love of God, and in that love, they are beginning to soften and fade. This healing is not loud or sudden, but it is real, and it is changing the way you carry your past, turning it from something heavy into something that no longer defines you. What if the ability to attract greater wealth has been inside your mind all along? Newly revealed CIA-related research describes a brief 7-second routine believed to activate a little-known mental state associated with abundance and achievement. According to reports, the technique was reviewed by multiple neuroscience laboratories and is now being used daily by thousands of people looking to escape financial pressure and create a life filled with freedom, travel, and opportunity. Due to growing attention, access to this information may not remain available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are learning to forgive, not only others, but also yourself, releasing the weight of regret and allowing grace to take its place. This is one of the most powerful parts of your transformation, because it frees your heart to move forward without being held back by what has already passed. Jesus understands every part of your story, and his love covers every mistake, every fear, and every moment of weakness with a compassion that never fades. As this new version of you continues to grow, you will begin to notice a quiet confidence that does not depend on approval from others, but comes from knowing who you are in God's eyes. This confidence is not loud or proud, but calm and steady, allowing you to walk through life with a sense of peace that cannot be easily shaken. You are no longer searching for your worth, because you are beginning to feel it deeply within your spirit, rooted in the truth of God's love for you. There will still be moments when you feel uncertain, because growth does not remove every challenge, but it changes how you face those challenges. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, you will find yourself turning toward God more naturally, seeking his guidance and resting in his presence with a trust that feels stronger than before. This is how your relationship with him is deepening, becoming something real, personal, and steady. You are becoming someone who carries peace into situations that once felt chaotic, someone who brings calm where there was once tension, and someone who reflects the love of Jesus in quiet and meaningful ways. This transformation is not something that needs to be announced, because it will be seen in how you live, how you speak, and how you treat others with kindness and understanding. The journey you are on is not about becoming perfect, but about becoming aligned with God's love in a way that changes everything from the inside out. You are stepping into a life that feels lighter, clearer, and more filled with purpose than before. The person you are becoming is already within you, growing steadily with each moment of faith, each act of trust, and each quiet step you take with God by your side. You are no longer trying to become someone else, because something beautiful is happening where you are finally becoming who you were always meant to be in the presence of God. The need to compare yourself to others is slowly fading, and in its place is a calm acceptance of your own journey, your own timing, and your own path that has been uniquely designed with purpose and care. This acceptance brings a peace that feels steady, like a soft light that remains even when circumstances change around you. There was a time when you felt unsure of your place, when you questioned whether you were moving in the right direction. Yet even in those moments, God was guiding you in ways that you could not yet understand. Now, that guidance is becoming clearer, not always through visible signs, but through a deep sense of knowing within your heart that gently leads you forward step by step. The presence of Jesus Christ is not distant, but close and personal, walking with you in a way that brings comfort and quiet strength. You may begin to notice that your desires are changing, not because you are forcing them to change, but because your heart is naturally being drawn toward things that bring peace, truth, and lasting joy. The things that once felt important may no longer hold the same place in your life, and this shift is not loss, but growth. It is a sign that your spirit is being renewed, guided toward a deeper connection with God that fulfills you in ways the world never could. There is also a new kind of patience growing within you, one that does not feel like waiting in frustration, but resting in trust. You are learning that not everything needs to happen immediately, and that God's timing carries a wisdom that sees far beyond what you can understand in the moment. This patience brings a quiet strength, allowing you to move forward without fear, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Type 1212 to claim miracles. This is not just about expecting something extraordinary to happen suddenly, but about recognizing that the transformation within you is already a miracle taking shape. Every moment of healing, every step of growth, and every feeling of peace that settles in your heart is a sign that God is actively working in your life, shaping you into someone who reflects His love more clearly with each passing day. As this transformation deepens, you may find yourself becoming more aware of the presence of God in simple, everyday moments, in the quiet stillness, in the gentle feeling of peace that comes without explanation, and in the subtle guidance that leads you in the right direction. These moments are not small, but deeply meaningful, because they show that your connection with God is becoming stronger and more real. There is a growing sense of purpose within you, not as a loud or overwhelming calling, but as a steady and quiet direction that feels right in your heart. You may not yet see the full picture, but you are beginning to trust the path you are on, because it feels guided by something greater than yourself. This trust allows you to move forward with confidence, even when the details are not fully clear. You are also becoming more gentle with yourself, learning to treat your own heart with the same kindness and compassion that Jesus offers to you. The harsh thoughts that once filled your mind are slowly being replaced with words of encouragement, understanding, and grace. This change is powerful because it allows you to grow without fear, to move forward without being held back by self-doubt or regret. A little-known discovery hidden within leaked CIA research is generating worldwide attention. The technique takes only 7 seconds and is believed to place the brain into a powerful state linked to financial growth and success. Researchers from 4 neuroscience facilities reportedly observed unusual effects connected to this process. Since then, people have shared stories of unexpected income, dream vacations, luxury purchases, and opportunities they never thought possible. Awareness of this method remains limited, and the page revealing it could vanish without warning. Click the link in the description and comments below to see why interest is spreading so quickly. There is a quiet strength now living within you that does not need to prove itself, because it is rooted in something deeper than outward validation. This strength comes from knowing that you are loved, guided, and protected by God in ways that cannot be seen but can always be felt. It allows you to stand firm, even when life feels uncertain, holding on to a peace that remains steady no matter what happens around you. As you continue this journey, you will begin to see that the person you are becoming is not only different, but deeply aligned with truth, love, and purpose. This transformation is not temporary, but lasting, because it is built on the foundation of God's love, which never fades and never fails. You are stepping into a life that feels more real, more peaceful, and more meaningful than anything you have known before. One day, you will pause and realize that you have become someone you once could not fully imagine, someone who carries peace in difficult moments, someone who responds with love instead of fear, and someone who walks with a quiet confidence that comes from being deeply connected to God. This realization will not feel surprising, but deeply right, as if everything in your journey has led you exactly to this place. You are beginning to notice that your thoughts no longer rush in the same way they once did, and your mind is finding rest in places where it used to feel overwhelmed or uncertain. This change is quiet, but it is powerful, because it shows that your inner world is being renewed with a calm that comes from staying close to God. The presence of Jesus Christ is gently guiding your thoughts, helping you see things with clarity and respond with a peace that feels steady and real. There was a time when your heart felt heavy with things you could not explain, when emotions would rise without warning and leave you feeling lost within your own thoughts. Yet even in those moments, God was patiently working within you, slowly bringing healing to places that needed His love the most. That healing is now becoming more visible, not through sudden changes, but through a gentle lightness that is beginning to replace the weight you once carried. You may find yourself responding differently to situations that once caused stress or confusion, because something inside you has shifted in a way that allows you to remain calm and grounded even when things are not perfect. This is not because you no longer care, but because your heart has learned to rest in a deeper trust that God is in control, even when life feels uncertain. Type 2020 if you trust in God. This trust is growing within you like a quiet foundation that supports everything you do, giving you the strength to move forward without fear and the peace to remain steady in moments that once would have shaken you. Each time you choose to trust, you are strengthening this foundation, allowing it to carry you through every part of your journey. There is also a new awareness beginning to rise within your spirit, a sense that you are not just moving through life, but being guided with purpose and intention. You are starting to see that your journey has meaning beyond what you once understood, and that every experience, even the difficult ones, has been shaping you for something greater. This awareness brings a quiet confidence, helping you walk forward with a sense of direction that feels steady and true. You are becoming more patient, not only with others, but with yourself, allowing growth to happen at its own pace without rushing or forcing outcomes. This patience is a reflection of God's own nature, a gentle reminder that everything unfolds in the right time, and that there is no need to hurry what is already being guided with care. This understanding brings peace, allowing you to rest even while moving forward. There is a softness also growing within you, a kind of gentle strength that allows you to approach life with compassion instead of fear. You are learning to see others with understanding, to respond with kindness even when it is not returned, and to carry yourself with a quiet grace that reflects the love of Jesus in a natural and sincere way. This softness is not weakness, but a powerful sign that your heart is becoming aligned with God's love. As this transformation continues, you may begin to feel a deeper connection with God that does not rely on words or actions, but simply exists as a steady presence within you. This connection brings comfort, allowing you to feel supported even in moments of silence, and reminding you that you are never alone. It is a bond that grows stronger with time, rooted in trust and nurtured by love. You are also beginning to release the need to control every part of your life, allowing God to lead you in ways that feel peaceful rather than forced. This surrender is not about giving up, but about letting go of fear and trusting that the path ahead is being guided with wisdom and care. It allows you to move forward with a sense of freedom, no longer weighed down by the pressure to have everything figured out. The person you are becoming is someone who carries light within, someone whose presence brings calm and comfort to others without needing to say much. This light is not something you created, but something that has been growing within you as you continue to stay close to God and open your heart to His guidance. It shines quietly, but it is strong enough to touch lives in ways you may never fully see. There will come a moment when you look back at your journey and realize that everything you have been through was leading you to this place, a place of peace, clarity, and quiet strength that feels deeply right within your soul. You will see that nothing was wasted, and that every step, even the difficult ones, played a role in shaping the person you are now becoming. Some are calling this one of the most remarkable wealth discoveries ever revealed. Newly uncovered CIA files describe a simple 7-second brainwave technique believed to help recondition the mind for prosperity and abundance. Supported by findings reportedly reviewed by 4 neuroscience research centers, this daily practice is attracting attention from people seeking financial breakthroughs. Many claim it helped them move from financial struggle to greater stability, freedom, and success. Information surrounding this technique is becoming harder to locate online. Click the link in the description and comments below before it is gone. You are stepping into a place where your identity is no longer built on past experiences, mistakes, or the opinions of others, but on the steady and unchanging love of God that sees you with clarity and compassion. The person you once believed yourself to be is slowly fading, not because it was wrong, but because it was incomplete, and now something more whole, more peaceful, and more aligned with truth is taking its place within you. The presence of Jesus Christ is quietly guiding this change, helping you see yourself through a lens of grace rather than judgment. There is a new sense of freedom growing inside you, a feeling that you no longer need to carry the weight of expectations that were never meant for you. You are learning to let go of the pressure to be perfect, and in its place, you are embracing a gentle acceptance that allows you to grow naturally without fear of falling short. This freedom brings a lightness to your heart, making each step forward feel easier and more aligned with the path God has prepared for you. You may also notice that your connection with others is changing, becoming more genuine and more grounded in understanding rather than fear or need. You are beginning to offer kindness without expecting anything in return, and to receive love without questioning whether you deserve it. This shift is a reflection of the love that God is placing within you, a love that flows freely and touches others in ways that feel real and lasting. Type 999 if you trust Jesus. This trust is becoming a steady part of who you are, shaping your decisions, your thoughts, and your actions in ways that feel natural rather than forced. Each moment of trust brings you closer to a deeper relationship with Him, one that is not based on fear, but on a quiet confidence that He is always with you, guiding and supporting you through every part of your journey. There is also a growing clarity in the way you see your life, as if a gentle light is illuminating the path ahead, allowing you to move forward with a sense of direction that feels both calm and certain. You may not have all the answers, but you are no longer searching in the same way, because something within you knows that you are being guided exactly where you need to be. This clarity brings peace, allowing you to focus on each step without being overwhelmed by what lies ahead. You are becoming more present in your own life, more aware of the moments that once passed unnoticed, and more appreciative of the small blessings that fill your days with quiet joy. This awareness is not something you have to force, but something that naturally grows as your heart becomes more connected to God and more open to His presence in every part of your life. It allows you to experience a deeper sense of gratitude, even in simple moments that once seemed ordinary. There is a gentle courage also forming within you, a strength that allows you to face life with a calm assurance rather than fear. This courage does not come from knowing everything, but from trusting God in everything, and this trust is giving you the ability to move forward without hesitation, even when the path feels uncertain. It is a quiet strength that holds you steady, allowing you to remain grounded no matter what comes your way. As this transformation continues, you will begin to see that you are no longer reacting to life in the same way, but responding with a calm and thoughtful presence that reflects the peace within you. Situations that once caused stress now feel manageable, and challenges that once seemed overwhelming now feel like opportunities to grow and deepen your faith. This change is a clear sign that you are becoming someone who carries God's peace into every situation. You are also learning to trust your own heart in a new way, recognizing that God is guiding you from within, helping you make choices that align with His will and bring you closer to the life you are meant to live. This trust is building a strong foundation within you, one that allows you to stand firm even when others may not understand your path. The person you are becoming is someone who lives with purpose, even in quiet moments, someone who carries light, even in dark situations, and someone who reflects the love of God without needing to speak loudly about it. This transformation is not something that can be rushed, because it is unfolding exactly as it should, guided by a wisdom that sees far beyond what you can understand right now. There will come a time when you look at your life and realize that everything has changed in ways that feel both surprising and deeply right, and you will understand that this change was not something you created, but something you allowed God to do within you. You will see that you have become stronger, calmer, and more connected to Him than ever before.